this. I have no idea what time it is for you. I want to make sure that you can see a little bit more of what's going on down the floor today. So let's get you there, much better. Okay, perfect. So we are doing a time-saving strength training workout today. It's going to be 30 minutes body weight, something that you can take anywhere. And here's the kicker for why I say time-saving, crush your goals, reach new heights with this, because we are going to be focusing on a slightly different kind of muscular contraction than we have in the past. If we've never met before, my name's Gretchen Gegg, and we are working out together today to help build strength without any equipment. Caveat, you might want a mat or something to pad your knees if you're on a hard floor, because even though I say we're doing mostly isometric, we are going to be doing push-ups today. So if you've never heard of what an isometric contraction is, it is when you have a contraction of the muscle without movement. And I could spend 45 minutes talking about this type of contraction, or we could just do our first one and you'll figure it out real quick. So, wall. If you're not at a wall, grab whatever you're watching, find a wall real quick. You have a little bit of time. We're going to need a supportive wall. You could maybe get away with a door frame if it's kind of thick for what we're doing today, and the mat. So those are the things that you need. Hopefully I've talked long enough now to where you're kind of set up with what you need. If not, pause the video and come back. You know how technology works. All right, with our back fully on the wall, shoulders against the wall, the sacrum of this part of our spine down here at the bottom of our spine, our sacrum's on the wall, little gap where the lower back is, it's not huge. We're going to sink down with our feet wider than hips. We're going to sink down until our knees get, our thighs get about parallel to the floor. I don't think mine are quite there, but that's okay. And roll our shoulders back against the wall. We're going to wall sit. This is our first isometric contraction. So, you know what it is now, and you're like, oh, I felt this before. It's the kind of contraction when you're holding a grocery bag and going up the stairs, right? Like, okay, I only want to make 3 loads and I live on the 3rd floor of my apartment. I really only want to make 2 loads because I live on the 3rd floor of my apartment. Okay, maybe only 1. And so we pile these bags up on our arms and we're like shaking. I've lived there before, right? Like that. I remember living on the top floor of my apartment building, going up the stairs, and like every muscle in my body was shaking just so I could get these groceries upstairs. That's an isometric contraction. Are we feeling it in the legs? The answer is probably yes, Gretchen. I'm definitely feeling it in our legs. Awesome. Change something about the arms. Take your hands, press them flat against the wall. Now, that's not going to work too great with the door frame. Press them flat against the wall. Push so that we're engaging the backs of our arms, our triceps. And breathe. Now, if we're on a door frame, if that's all we can come up with, just reach really far back with your arms and keep your back and your head against the wall. Holding for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly push yourself up. Wow, round 1. We're going to do some push-ups. So I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see how I'm using my runway here. You could very easily have yours set up straight out ahead of you. We're going to, standing at the top, shake it out, bend our knees a little bit, roll down. Just let our hands trace our legs. Walk ourselves out to a plank. Hold here. Getting ready for push-ups. Let me show you where the arms are on push-ups. They are a little wider than our shoulders. We have options. Toes, knees, kneeling. You pick your option. We have 10 push-ups on my go. Ready? Go. Down, 1. Down, 2. That pace. 3. That's it. 4. 5. Woo, I'm going to drop those knees. 6. 7. It's not fast. That's where the kicker is. 9. 10. Beautiful. Back into plank. Walk the hands in, piking the hips up. And then roll up. Nicely done. Back to the wall. So the slower push-ups, moving through that, we're getting a focus on, well, concentric and eccentric contractions, right? With gravity and against gravity. Actually, eccentric, concentric in a push-up. But we're also doing them slow, so we're getting those little holds at the top and the bottom. On the wall, feet are close this time. Sitting back, everything's touching the wall. When you're ready, left leg extends. Now, if that's opposite of what you see, you have a choice. You can follow what you see or follow what I say. With the left leg extended, right arm comes up. I'm sorry, left arm comes up. Right hand pushes on the forearm as we hold that biceps contraction. Zipping the belly, holding. Lift, if you want, that left leg off the ground. Beautiful. Breathing. Almost there. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Did you get that little bicep squeeze? It kind of helps you stay balanced too, right? That bicep squeeze right here, trying to pull in, trying to push away at the same time. Down on our mat, next set of push-ups. Now we did 10. This time we're only doing 8. There's a pattern here. Inhale up, bend the knees, and roll yourself down. Good. Walking out, setting up. Let's start with my knees down this time. 8 push-ups, nice and slow. Down, 1, down, 2, down. Aim for 90 degrees at the elbows. Down, good. 4, lower than you think sometimes. 2 more. Down, 7, down, 8. Good. This time, hold the plank. Pike up. So in yoga, we call this downward facing dog. We have our arms a little wider than we would in yoga. Back to plank, holding. Piking up again. This time walking all the way back. Ooh, my mic is right in my mouth. Sorry about that. And roll it up. I'm sweating already. Are you? Back to our wall. Okay, so what we did on one side, let's do on the other. Sitting down nice and slow. And you know what's coming, so do me a favor and don't rush it, or you'll be in that full position a lot longer. Right side, again, you can do the right side with me or whatever you see. If that happens to be the same, good on you. All right, right out. Right arm up. Taking that left hand, pushing that forearm away, but pulling that fist in. Holding that squeeze and lifting that right foot. Don't forget to breathe, guys. That's one thing with isometric contractions that sometimes happens is we tend to hold our breath. We don't want to do that. Good. Breathe. Almost there. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Foot down. Stand it up. Shake it out. If you're following the pattern, then you know we only have 6 push-ups this time. Woohoo! Reach up, just a little stretch here. Bend the knees. Make sure my mic doesn't get too in my mouth as we roll down. And we're gonna walk those hands out, preparing for our push-ups. zip the belly. Let's go, nice and slow. It's down, 1. Down, don't speed it up. 2, try to go low. 3, and 4. Down, 5, and 6. Okay, this time. Bring those knees in, and we're gonna bring our elbows down to the mat. Now, for max safety of the shoulders, our elbows are gonna be about forearm distance apart. So I start here, and I can bring my hands forward, or I can clasp my hands, whichever you prefer. From here, let's push up into a pike position. Opening up the shoulders, strengthening your upper body. Now inhale to plank. Look how our shoulders come a little bit ahead of our elbows. That's where it should be. Zip the belly. And back to pike. And knees in. Reach to child. So this is child's pose in yoga. Just stretching the underside of the arms. Pop up on our toes. And walk it back. And roll it up. We've got 2 more kind of wall things. We're going to be sideways. We're going to take one hand to the wall. And both toes are going to come up into a calf raise. Wall hand is here for support. Breathe. I might be talking to myself there. It's so funny. I'm used to teaching. There's usually music on, and I feel like the shaky breaths and the heavy breaths can be hidden. And you might feel this way too. Like, man, I feel like all I do is breathe heavy. It's okay. It's okay. When you hear your breath, don't think, man, I always hear people say, oh, I'm so out of shape. No, like I'm working so hard. All right. The leg that's closest to the wall, point the toe and pull it up behind you. Feel that hamstring kick on as you're in that one leg isometric contraction. Flatten the foot and push the heel back. Feeling now the glute. Put the toe down, still up. Can we reach both arms overhead for a little balance? Holding for 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right, guys. 4 push-ups this time. You can do it. Reach up. Flatten that back and press down. Good. Get a little release behind the legs. Walk it out. Four push-ups. Nice and slow. Down, push up. That's 1. Up, 2. Nice and slow. 3. Don't finish before me. That's 4. Little bonus all the way down to the ground. Whew. Nice. From here, I want you to engage the lower body by pushing the toes down, lifting the knees off. Keep the toes attached. Don't let them like glue them to the floor. Squeeze the bottom and lift the knees off. Hands go beside the temples. Lift up and hold. Eyes are down toward the mat. Long neck. No wrinkles behind the head. No double chins. Let the scapula, the shoulder blades draw down along your spine. And then taking your hands, reach back. Palms down, lifting a little higher. When you're ready, adding the legs, Flipping the palms to the sky, lift a little higher. And release. Nicely done. Tuck the toes, press into plank, pike the hips up, and walk yourself back. Coming up for the last time, we have our calf raise on the other side. Supporting on the wall, lifting up. Good. Now, having all of these isometric contractions, you might feel, whoa, it's a little harder when I either slow down or don't move. And that's true. That's true. So let's take our opposite foot, one that's closest to the wall, up with a pointed toe. Because we don't do that. We move through the muscles quite a bit. So by taking some time to do isometric workouts like this, it helps you get to your goals a little faster by training those muscles differently. Flatten the foot, push it back, engaging the glute. A little more wobbly on this side, interesting. Then lower the foot, reach up, and lower down. All right, friends. Last time, down. Oh, that's a good sound, isn't it? Inhale up and walk yourself out as you roll down, walk out. Now, we only have 2 push-ups, so I want to challenge you to take it to a harder level, right? So I didn't do too many on my toes to start with. So I'm going to do these last 2 here, nice and slow. Ready? Down and up. Last one. Down and up. Perfect. Bring those knees in. And let's just sit back for a minute. Shake it out. We are not done. We're just simply done with the up and down stuff. We don't have a whole lot of time left, but we are going to do some stuff on our side and some stuff on our back. I'm going to bring you one of my favorite exercises from Pilates for the side of the body. It's called twist. You're going to tuck just mirror me, or I'll say the legs, but if it's not working for you right and left, just watch what I'm doing versus the sides. My left leg is tucked. My right leg is over the top. My left arm is down on the ground. Not way out here, pretty close. Now, when I push up, so I have this right hand in, just watch one time. I'm going to push up to a side plank and squeeze and hold, and then I'll lower back down. We're going to have 3 of those lifts, okay? What if we're not getting all the way there? Get up and hold, see how much you can lift, and go back down. Just practice, okay? It doesn't have to be all the way. You can also push and leave that bottom leg down, right? I push and I leave the bottom leg down. So you have many options. We have 3 twists. Bring the arm in a little bit. Ready? Number 1, inhale, exhale, push. And we hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, breathe normally. If you want this time, you can look up at that top hand. Inhale, exhale, push. Breathe normally as we hold. 1, 2, 3, and lower. Good. You do what you need to do to make it through this last one. Big inhale. Exhale, push, and hold. Are your arms stacked? 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Good. Oh, so nice. Let's take those, kind of tuck these in. We're just going to reach across the body and look behind. release. So when I talk about stacking the arms, what happens sometimes is people reach too far away, and then you couldn't draw a straight line arm to arm. You want to see wrist, elbow, shoulder, shoulder, elbow, wrist. Beautiful. Switch sides. All right, tuck, bring it over, and you know all the different variations. Nothing has changed except for the side that we're on. Okay, so you know all the variations you need to know. Hand is out, legs are in their twist position. I have my right tucked, left over the top, left arm's kind of dangling and waiting to lift. We have 3. First one, let's just see where we are on the side. It can be different. Inhale, exhale, push. Good. Mine's a little different on this side. 2, 1, and lower. Awesome. We've got 2 more. If you want, looking up to your lifted hand this time. Inhale, exhale, push up, and hold for 3, 2, 1, and lower. All right, I don't think I looked up at my hand that time. Just make it through this last one, whatever you need to do. Inhale, exhale, push and hold. Stacked arms, holding for 3, 2, 1, and lower. Again, tuck those legs, get a little twist. Good. Nicely done. Lower onto our back. Feet are flat. We are going to do something that you're probably familiar with, which is bridging. Start basic. Pinkies on the ground, knees point to the ceiling, hips flat. Inhale, exhale, push up, and hold in a bridge. Good. Breathing, breathing. From here, you might want to start walking that left foot in because our right foot comes up as a bent leg option to extend for a single leg bridge. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Stay up, bend the knee, lower the foot, lower all the way down. Good. Now, let's take both legs up straight. From here, squeeze them together as much as you can. If you want, you can bend them, bent or straight. Hands, this is going to be, my mic is probably all over the place. Sorry about that. Hands behind your head. Exhale, curl up and hold with the upper body. Curl up and hold with the lower body. Just a squeeze. Can you pull the legs up a little bit? Can you pull the shoulder blades off the ground? Oh, I really feel like I'm all in my mic space. I'm sorry. You can squeeze up higher than this. That's great. I can't. My mic will definitely come flying off. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Lower the head, lower the legs. All right. We have each one more time, and then we're done. Yes. Light at the end of the tunnel. Inhale. Exhale. Press up into bridge. Press up and hold. Now, it's the opposite leg. So last time it was my right leg that lifts. This time it's my left. So if we want, we can bring our right foot in just a little bit for stability. Lift our left leg at a bent position. If you want, you can extend it. Holding, holding. Single leg bridge. Inhale. Exhale, lower the leg and lower the hips. Good. Last time with that abdominal squeeze. We start with our legs up or bent. I'll do it bent this time to just show you. We take our hands back behind our head. I kind of hold my hands like this so that my thumbs are down by the nape of my neck, and it's letting my head hang back because we really do curl the chin to chest here. It's not like we're trying to lift the chin to the ceiling. with my mic. So inhale, exhale, curl the legs in and curl the head up. Letting the head hang. Can you go a little closer with the legs, closer with the elbows? Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering all the way down. Beautiful. Taking a quick minute to stretch here at the end of this workout. We're going to take our right leg crossed over. Actually, I'll start with my left, cross over my right so you can see what happens. Just let that leg stretch. So similar to isometric contractions, we're going to get to a place and we're going to stay there. We're not going to push and pull and have a ton of effort there, but we're going to have effort just in the place that we stay. So in stretching, we're going to have relaxation in a place where we stay. So even though we're used to pulling this leg in and all of that, we're just going to cross this leg over kind of pigeon position or figure 4 position and let it relax. Good. Now take your foot that's on the ground and crawl it in a little, like toward your body a little bit. As you twist, let that opposite foot land. You can lift your head and look away from the knee if you like. So you get this kind of full body twist that feels really nice. Arms can reach out in a long T. We can take it palms up or palms down, whatever helps you feel like you're able to get your upper body to relax the best. Good. Come back to center. Get your hips back in place. Release. Switch sides. I'm going to kind of do it this way this time so you can see if it was a little troublesome where the legs exactly are going. So right now we're just relaxing. We're just telling the body, it's okay now, no more isometric contractions. Then let's walk our foot in a little bit. And we're going to cross that opposite leg down. Foot is flat so we have a twist. Turn and look away. And back to center. Feet down. And relax. You can relax here. You can roll up for the finish. This was a strength training session, something a little bit different, helping you get to the place that you want to be faster, whether that's, reaching a certain goal for a certain physical test, or if there's a certain weight that you're trying to lift, all these different goals that we have when it comes to our strength. Hopefully this isometric workout has taught you a couple things that you can do that you haven't been doing, right? Sometimes there's power in that stillness. So if you're catching this on, some channel, if there's comments somewhere, feel free to let me know what you thought about this. If you're watching this and you're in one of my classes, you can tell me in class. I'd love to get a message from you. Let me know what you thought about this workout because it was a little bit different. Maybe you thought it was easier or harder, or you liked it more, you didn't like it. I would love to know. All right, until next time, remember that the upload schedule here is every odd Wednesday. You get a new workout, but if you're in my Elite Coaching Mastermind group, we actually attend the lives together. So if you were here live in that group, it was so good to see you, and we'll chat shortly. All right, bye-bye. This is always the awkward part. We're in the live.